I'm setting up this new Shibunkin tank, and first thing you've got to do is clean the interior because it looks a bit mucky and a bit grubby, so we'll just do that. And you can't use chemicals to clean it. You can't use chemicals to clean the interior of these tanks on inside, but you can use them on outside sparingly. It's not in so bad a condition, this. It just needs wiping down with a damp cloth, then running over with a tea towel. That's tank cleaned, and it doesn't take much effort to clean a tank. Just a damp rag and a bit of water. Next we're going to add gravel, but before we do that it's going to need washing. When you get your gravel it comes in an unwashed state. It takes a bit of washing in the sink, and the only drawback to this is these bits of gravel go down plug hole and they tend to block your sink if you don't have a strainer on it, which I don't. Way to remedy that is to, instead of spending a fortune calling a plumber and unblocking your sink, is to take this trap off at U-bend. I don't know if you can see that in there. Just take this trap off at U-bend, it just unscrews. These two nuts there just unscrews it. On some other sinks you have to take a wrench to it, but I won't spend a fortune calling a plumber out just for that. Anyway, I'll start to wash the gravel. When your gravel's thoroughly washed, all you do is just layer it in like this. Now gravel's in tank, and it's, well, I hope it's been thoroughly washed. But sometimes you've got to do this process again until it's actually thoroughly washed, because it might show that when you add water it might be a bit misty and you don't really want that. I've already got a stock of chlorinated water, but with this I'm going to start again from scratch because you have to let tanks settle, and it's a 60 litre tank. And what I'm using is a pump that'll process, well, it's for a 50 litre tank, so I'm just putting 5 of these bucket loads in so I can use this pump so I don't have to buy another one. What you do is you pour this in gently. It's not an ideal way of doing this, but just gently pour it in so you don't need to disturb gravel too much. I probably want about 5 bucket loads equal to that. Now I've got my water in, and interestingly enough, when you put your hand in this, it's absolutely freezing. And water generally gets up to about 15 degrees in this room, so you need to leave it a week for it to get to room temperature and for chlorination to work. And next thing you want to do is you want to set up your filter. you set your filter up on side, and it's fairly noisy, so to counter some of this noise, push it further down into water and it'll silence it a bit. It can get a bit annoying. And next thing you want to do is add your dechlorinator. When you add this, you need to lace it across like that, so it does the entire tank and it's more efficient. When you're setting up a new tank for the first time, you need to put the chlorinator in and stress sign, and what you need to do then is you need to leave your tank for 7 days. So for water, for chlorination to work. And there's our new Shibunkin tank already set up. I'll just give you a shot of my existing tank. This 3-foot setup with these 2 goldfish. And I've had these about 2 months and they look fairly happy. I think one of them's grown a bit. I'm hoping they grow a bit more actually. I'll show you what happens when I feed him. They go absolutely mental when I feed him. I'll just get him in shot before I drop it in. There we go. They get into some interesting positions when you feed them, when they're feeding on surface. I tend to spend the days grazing. And we'll leave it at